Hello everyone, welcome to Komal Vision's YouTube channel. Today this video is about for the people who are going to attend the TET exam in August month of 2021 Sunday. Our government of Karnataka has been announced that from a month ago the applications for TET exam. I hope all the aspirants who are able to attend the exam by completing their B.Ed, D.Ed and degree courses, I hope they feel helpful with this video. That is what the reason of making this video again. And some of the people has still some doubts. That is why I am just thinking to make this video, guys. I hope you people will feel helpful. Then let us see what are all this notification has as the mandatory rules and regulations. Okay, I am gonna display the whole notification has been issued from the government of Karnataka in this video, because I know you people have already applied for the TET examinations. So I hope you people can go through the rules and regulations. I just want all you people to just know from this video is the pattern of the syllabus. Candidates may download their Karnataka TET 2021 admission card from the department website, that is www.schooloeducation.karnataka.nic.in from 12/8/2021. That means on 12th day 8th month 2021 onwards, and it will gonna appear for the examination at the given center. The admission cards contain the details of the candidate as filled in the online application, and in case if any discrepancy in the particulars of the candidate or his or her photograph and signature shown in the admission card and downloaded final online application, there is no provision for correction. That means once you have applied for the examination means there is no again provision for correction. But government of Karnataka has been announced 2 days or 3 days ago that there is a facility for correction. Those who are newly came out from B.Ed and D.Ed courses in recent years, they can apply applications, but once they applied for TET exams means they might have got some doubts and also some corrections regarding their marks and name, regarding the center, examination center and the colleges what they were studied and all. They might have kept some corrections in the application. For that, government has been given one chance. You can again apply as a new applicant and rectify your corrections. That is what this year the new aspirants can get a get one facility from the government of Karnataka. Okay, so that is what very good news. And seventh eligibility, seventh eligibility point, if you see, means part 1 paper and part 2 papers will be there in TET exam. That will be understood in this TET exam. But paper 1 will be holds good for what kind of candidates? This kind of paper will be eligible for the candidates who have completed their diploma in elementary education, that is nothing but DED, and also TCH. If they have finished with their PUC means they can also apply for paper 1, and PUC with the senior secondary with the least marks of 50% should be mandatory. And if they have appeared 4 years of bachelor of elementary education, that is BEIED, they can also apply for TET exam for paper 1. And also one more instruction is here: senior secondary or its equivalent with at least 50 marks again, 50% of marks again, and appearing in final year of 2-year diploma in education, that is special education, DED. Okay, and or else in order to attend paper 1, The graduation with at least 50% of marks and passed or appearing in final year of 2-year diploma in elementary education should be mandatory, or else graduation with least 50% marks and passed in final year bachelor in B.Ed. Bachelor in education is nothing but B.Ed. So these are what paper 1 eligibility qualifications, and paper 2 required minimum qualification for teaching class 6th to class 8th. And sorry, I have forgotten to mention, paper 1 is about the classes 1 to 5th. Here paper 2 is about 6th to 8th. This paper should has the minimum qualification is, first point you can see graduation with at least 50% of marks and diploma in elementary education, and second point graduation with at least 50% marks again and appearing in final year of 2-year bachelor in education, that means B.Ed they should complete. And one more point, PUC and also senior secondary with at least 50% of marks again and appearing in final year of 4-year bachelor in elementary education, that is BEL Ed, that is what the bachelor in elementary education. And or they can also have this qualification again, PUC with senior secondary with at least 50 marks, and they should get appear in final year of BA and ED and BSc ED. That means recently government has announced, with along with the degree they can get 1 year of BEd course as a educational course, training course like that they have announced. So that will come under 4 years of BAED and BSc ED. So this should be as a mandatory qualification they should complete. The people who are looking for the TET exam in paper 2, they should have at least these followed qualifications. And also one more point I should cover here, graduation with at least 50% marks and passed or appearing in final year B.Ed. They should have in graduation 50% of marks and they should appear in final year B.Ed as well. That means they should done special education in order to appear for TET exam. Okay, then what kind of syllabus we are going to see in this TET exam, let us see. So you guys can see here paper 1 has a duration of 2.5 hours, and the structure and content will looks like as they have given in this tabular column, that is first section, in second is subject, third is number of questions will be appear in that exam, and total marks. If you guys see, we're gonna have as a first subject language 1, whatever the first language you have taken in your regional places. In Karnataka we used to take Kannada, in Andhra they used to take Telugu, like that. The first language will be for 30 marks, and then MCQ questions will be there, no writing questions, all you should attend the objective questions in this kind of exams, and the total marks will be for 30 marks for language 1. And if you guys see, we have language 2 in 30 MCQ questions will be there, again for it is 30 marks. And third and most important one is child development and pedagogy. Okay, so this will be for 30 marks and the total marks will be 30 again. And fourth subject will be for mathematics, that will be for 30 MCQ questions there and 30 marks. Again fifth subject will be environmental science, this is also for 30 marks and 30 MCQ questions will be there. And who are eligible for social studies and for visually impaired candidates, instead of mathematics and EVS, for them 60 MCQ questions will be there for 60 marks. This is only for visually impaired candidates instead of mathematics and EVS. So totally the marks will be for first paper is 150 MCQ questions will be there, that means 150 marks total marks for this paper 1. Okay, so what will be our eligible marks for this paper 1, if you ask, means in each paper you should get 15 at least in order to get eligibility marks for this paper. Okay, 15 marks should be mandatory for each paper in each subject. Then you may get eligibility marks. Okay, of course you can put effort to get 100 again. If you try for 100, at least we may get 90 or 95 something. Okay, be positive and go for the exam with a well preparation. And some nature and standard of questions has been given here. You can go through this, and I'm gonna give you the link of this notification in description box after saying this paper 2 uh, subjects and all. So here this paper 2 will be for class 6th to class 8th, and duration of examination will be 2.5 hours again, same like paper 1. And the structure and content will looks like in this tabular column given as section, subject, number of questions, total marks again. In this also we gonna have language 1, first language, which is compulsory for 30 marks, and the 30 MCQ questions will be there. And second subject, language 2, it is also compulsory, which is for 30 MCQ questions and 30 marks. And the most important, child development and pedagogy, this is for 30 MCQ questions and 30 marks. And if you see guys, in second paper for fourth and fifth subject, that is mathematics and science, for those who have come from the degree background with the specialization BSc and B.Ed, they can go for mathematics and science. And for those who have finished their degrees with BA something like that, they can go for fifth subject, that is social studies. These, if they get eligibility in this examination TET, the social studies background students will be eligible for social studies teacher or social science teacher, and the mathematics and science students will be eligible for mathematics and science teachers. Okay, these two subjects will be for 60 MCQ, 60 marks, whereas the 60 MCQ questions will be provided for this. Okay, so first paper and second paper has these type of differences. You should go with it, then only you can easily make out the preparations. Okay, so totally 150 marks are there. You should get at least eligibility marks. In order to get uh, eligibility marks as good, you should get at least half of the marks in it. That is, in 30 you should get 15, in 60 you should get 30 at least. Then only you can go for eligibility option. Then here you have nature and standard of questions. Again, you can go through this. I'll give the link in description box. So all the rules and regulations has been discussed in this notification. Once you go through this means you will get one idea. And here if you see in the 19th column, they have given what's the last date of application. Of course already it's getting over. And here the time schedule of paper 1 and paper 2 has been given. You can take a screenshot of it and keep it with you. That will be helpful for you guys in order to make the preparations and go for the examination as well. I hope you people have got some helpful information from this video. If it is, sure, you people can give me a like, and I request you to subscribe my channel, and I will keep on trying to give you more and more information regarding TET as well. Thank you.